Hello, Mr. Anjan Das, this is Dr. Vijayender from YourPedia Education.
Yes, Dr. Vijayender.
Yeah,
Yes.
sir, thanks a lot for giving us this opportunity for your interaction. And sir, I want to have a brief interaction with you related to the recently declared iPATE exam by CII.
Yes.
So, sir, as you know, we are a platform which deals with engineering graduates, and we are spreading this information to the students for this exam. And sir, we keep on getting a lot of queries from the students, and we are actually having those queries with us. And I want to have some discussion with you in related to that only.
Sure.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay, sir. So, sir, my first question to you is, which largely students are apprehensive about, is they because this exam is first time being conducted by CII, and students compare it with the exam of GATE exam, which is conducted by IIT. So, sir, students are apprehensive about the authenticity of this exam, that is iPATE exam. So, what do you have to say?
It means whether it is conducted by CII or not.
Yeah, that is the first apprehension, that whether it is conducted by CII or some bogus body. That is the first.
Definitely, it is 100% conducted by CII. It is by CII.
Okay.
Background of it. I'll tell you quick background of it.
Okay.
CII has got a higher education council for many years.
Okay.
Because our industry always needs a certain good quality engineering graduates to recruit.
Okay.
But then the quality of education in this country is not that great. So there is always a complaint of our member companies that the quality of the education for the years are not that good, because they have to spend a lot of money and time to train them before they actually engage them into their activities in their operations. There's always a concern. So that is our continuous efforts to how we can enhance the quality of engineering education primarily, so that Indian industry can recruit right engineering graduates and high quality engineering graduates.
Okay.
There are two reasons for it, but just give me possibly a minute. I'll explain a little further.
Yeah.
That one is that there are two aspects. If you are in the education field, you must know that the education, if there is no research in the educational institution, the quality of education becomes very poor.
Yeah.
So nobody acclaimed academic institutions, universities, you see, the research intensity or the number of research projects, number of funds for research from industry as well as from the government is very high. So the students, they are passing through the education through lots of research knowledge. And that's how the quality of education gets much better. In our country, the problem is that in IITs, we don't have much research going on in the engineering education system, right? So we started Prime Minister's Fellowship Scheme for doctoral research almost 7-8 years back.
Yeah.
And also CII's approached the government. We said that there is no research happening. Industry is not talking to academic institutions. So there is a huge gap. So why don't we get industry to top up the scholarship of the PhD fellows? The PhD government gives some scholarships, right? So that was that point in time around 25,000, 30,000 rupees per month. And we said that we bring CII member companies to give another 35,000, same what government is giving. So double scholarship, so that we can retain talents to do higher education and PhDs and research in the academic institution. We have now more than 200 such research scholars who are co-funded in government as an industry and doing this industry's assignment. So that was our first big initiatives in the education sector. And the second big initiative we just launched because we thought that the industrial proficiency to orient them to align them what industry wants, what they actually learn in the colleges. So it is a culture. It is not an exam. Exam is actually output of what they have learned it, right? We want to change the system in the academic institution, in their pedagogy, the way the teaching is being done. It will be completely has to be aligned to industrial requirement. So that's the background. So definitely it is an authentic, it is 100% contribution of Indian industry's initiative.
Mr. Das, this one I'm not getting one point. Like iPATE exam, how that is going to increase the employability skill of the student because that is just one exam. So how that is going to increase the employability skills as you
So,
mentioned?
so if you have seen that, there is, before they come for, since we have launched for the first year, and before they come for the exam, there is a gap of around 2 to 3 months
Yeah.
after they apply, right?
Right.
And these 2 to 3 months, there are a lot of orientations and learning sessions are being held on the iPad platform. So we are providing some kind of a skill set and the orientations, what is the industrial proficiency means. So this is the first year. So we have opened the window for a few months to provide that skill set. Now slowly what we'll do is, this would be a continuous process and we'll be partnering with all the academic institutions, engineering colleges and all that to provide this skill set. Either we bring in industry speakers or industry faculty to talk, to teach them, or we get a training done for the the faculty of the engineering colleges. So we'll slowly get into their pedagogy, their syllabus, some of the elements what we are now putting into this 2 to 3 months window. So as I said, it is a movement. It is not an exam and then we forget it and then another exam next year. It is a cultural change. It is basically the change, the way the teaching is being done. So we slowly build this skill. So it cannot be done in 1 year, as you understand. But we have started this in a small way. But the idea is that it will actually go a long way.
So you are talking about the online modules, sir, which are being provided. They are the skill enhancement modules. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, exactly. So this is what is the first year's initiative. From next year onwards, it will be a continuous process because our engagement will be more with the academic institutions than the students. Because we want to talk to their faculty. We want to bring these elements into their teaching methodology.
Okay. And sir, next main question which students have, like as you must be knowing, students want jobs and industry jobs. So they want to ask this question that how many industries have shown willingness, because on the portal there is a registration open for students as well as industries. So any idea about how many industries have accepted iPATE as a model to recruit students through this exam?
Right. So as I told you that we have the Education Council in CII where many industries are the members, right?
Yeah.
Who are who are interested in education, who work with the academic institutions. Some of them are the directors of IITs and some of them are the chairmen of the board of governors in IITs and IIMs. So industry who are already associated with this education system more. So their actually advice to CII was that we have to create some platform where the skill set of this education, skill set of this engineer should go up, and that is what this iPATE is all about. Now we have spoken to many industries who are our members. As you know, the CII has got around 10,000 companies as the direct members. Okay. We also have around 150 associations who are members as an association. For example, Society of Automotive Manufacturers Association. Yes. Automotive Components Manufacturers Association. We have All India Machine Tools Manufacturers Association. So like that, there are lots of sectoral associations are there. They're also members. So if you combine all these companies together, including these association members, we are, I think, close to 4 to 5 lakhs of industry who are in the CII family, right? Yeah. Now, when we have spoken to some key companies, the big companies and all that, in fact, some of them actually told that, why don't you help us in recruiting my students to this iPATE? I said, first year you should test the quality of it. So everybody is looking forward to look at that, what is the quality of the engineers who will be the top ranking people through this iPATE exam. And they will definitely consider them for the recruitment. For example, at least they will call for the final interview. And of course, they have to go through their own process, right? Even if that formal interview has to happen. But they all have told that they are very much willing to look at the top scorers. See, for example, small and medium companies, they will definitely not look for the top scorer. They will look for the little medium and the lower scorer people and all that. So industries are of different scales. They also look for different kind of engineers to recruit. So I am very sure industries willingness, industries, the problems faced by them, even to recruit right people, because right now industry spends lots of money.
Yeah.
They send people for campus interviews. They send people for this way, that way. Then they conduct their own entrance exam. They employ 100 fellows in the HR department to recruitment cell itself and all that. So these are the very big pain points of industry. So they are very much willing to see the quality of these engineering students who will pass out of it at the top ranker and all that. And if they found it is very, very good, they are all willing to get taken off. So it is a testing point for us also. Please understand that.
Yes.
It is not,
Yes.
You understand? So they have to also see the product of it.
That is what,
We also
sir,
want to,
sorry to interrupt you, sir, but that is what actually we are also telling the students who are from premium institutes that they should go
Right.
forward and write this exam and make this
Yes.
platform as a successful.
right, because see, since they are our members, our reference of the students who will be doing good scores, and we will be referring to all our companies, member companies, with their profiles and everything, saying that they have scored this much and this is what is iPATE exam they have scored and all that. And we are very sure. So they are getting as much, I should say, a privileged opportunity to engage with the companies who will be the potential recruiters. So that is what this exam is going to bring in.
So we have hope that thousands of industries can recruit students on the basis of this exam, sir. Can we say that way?
Please understand, unless that happens,
Okay.
then there is no point CII going into this.
Right, sir.
I mean, this is not CII's business,
Okay.
right? CII's business is different. We are not an educational company and conducting research and earning money.
Right.
This is not a business of CII.
Right.
We are supporting our member companies. Our main mandate is to help and support our member companies in all aspects of their business. And one of the help is helping them to recruit right people.
Right.
That's what we are trying to do. And if they don't recruit, please understand that this iPATE exam is not going to stand.
Right, sir. Right, sir. If not, they don't recruit. But I'm telling you
so
very
it's a
clearly,
win-win.
sir, the main apprehension of the students is that only, that maybe
Okay.
not many industries are motivated because they go for recruitment, they go for campus placement.
No. Everybody is, I'll tell you, nobody likes to spend lots of money and time to recruit people, and then finally they find that they have recruited wrong people.
Right.
That's what is the current scenario. So this is an opportunity from both the sides. The industry would also like to even they told me, I want to pay you if you can get me right people. So they are very much keen to pay. They have said, no payment. First you see the product of it.
Right.
If you are satisfied, then only both the sides win. Otherwise, this product doesn't really stand.
Right, sir. That's true. Sir, my next question is, when GATE exam is already there, then what is the need of another exam? Why can't it be through GATE exam only?
See, I'll tell you, private sector, I'm not talking about the PSUs, because PSUs, they are actually, I think, consider GATE exam for their recruitment. But then PSUs, I can't say. But the private sector, they don't consider GATE as their recruitment one of the criteria or the parameters, right?
Okay.
So they wanted to have a more different. See, GATE actually will test the depth of the knowledge in that particular discipline, right?
Right.
I mean, how best you know that particular subject. But then the more applications, more industrial proficiency, and other aspects of it are not really tested. So GATE is not the platform for private sector to recruit. So we wanted to. It is not a competition with GATE. It is supplementary to GATE, right? Please understand that. GATE is more into higher education and research people who would like to go. Since there was no other platform similar to GATE who are actually looking for the job. See, many people are looking for the job, but still they apply for GATE.
Right, sir.
Right? Yeah. So, but then that doesn't mean that they would like to do masters or PhD,
Right.
isn't it?
Right.
So we wanted to create an alternative. So it's a supplementary, it is complementary to GATE. One is looking more into the industrial proficiency. GATE, you will be looking more into the subject specializations and the knowledge.
Right. Sir, my next question to you is, sir, students are mainly interested for the jobs in corporate sector. But, sir, I want to bring to your kind notice that very less industrial bodies, industrial houses have in public or on media or on your site have shown that they want good people, they want to recruit good people through iPATE exam. So why that is so, sir? If some industries or some examples can be put on the site, like we want good students through iPATE, if we get capable people, whatever you said, sir, if that comes from the industries, it will be very good for the students. Is there
See,
any
I'll tell you
chance?
what.
Yes, sir.
I will tell you. See, it is like this. As I told you that we have started this product. For example, as I told you earlier, we have started a very ambitious program of PhD fellowship.
Yes, sir.
And now you just think of it. One good engineering students, very talented students, and if that person goes to an IT job, we lose the talent for this country.
Right.
Right? Because the PhD scholarship is only nearly 30,000, 25,000 that point in time. Today, one PhD student, if he gets into our fellowship, that person get 1 lakh rupees per month.
Okay.
Right. So that was also a model and the product we tested and it clicked. This is exactly another model. It's an effort. Please understand. We are trying to make an effort where engineering students can become more focused on industrial proficiency.
Right.
And there is a test. And there is a test if they do or fare well, finally. Even in GATE, if somebody doesn't get a good percentile, they don't get anything.
Right, sir.
Right?
Right.
It will be similar to that. So it is not a competition with GATE. It is more of a complementarity with the GATE, as I say. And industry, as I told you, they will not stop. Although everybody is willing and looking forward to test this, right? As soon as we say, okay, this is the list of, let's say, civil engineering students who have scored, let's say, 90 plus or 80 plus percentile through iPATE. So I'll write to, let's say, I have around 2,000 constructions and civil engineering companies as a member of CII, right? So I will write to all of them with this list, with the profile. These are the people who have scored good in iPATE. So you please test them. So they will get a call. They will be tested and all that. They're also looking for at least one test. Then only all these credentials, they will talk good about iPATE. What will they say now? See, they have also not seen the product. Although they are all willing, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Although they are all willing to take iPATE scored high score or whatever way it is, whoever is passing, to consider them for the recruitment, because that's what they feel. It's a great service to me. They told me,
Right.
if you are doing it great, it will be great service because I have a pain of recruitment. It's time, it's money, it's people. If you solve my problem, and I can tell you that what exactly the specializations and the parameters I will see. Every company has got some difference in their recruitment process, in the sense that they want some qualities of that particular engineer, right? Some different functional skills. Now everybody will have a different thing. So what they are trying to say, if you prove the iPATE as a general is a good kind of a screening process of finding the right people for me to recruit, then I want to pay you, they want to pay us to fine tune and customize the iPATE exam for their own companies itself.
Okay.
So that is what they are trying. So they are all very, very much happy and everything is fine. But naturally, the first year I have to also prove, correct?
Right.
So that is what is the point is.
Okay. Sir, many of the IIT, NIT graduates who are my students also, and they have got good placement from their colleges, they are asking me that, sir, if we write iPATE exam, do we have opportunity to get even better opportunities and options, something like in MNCs and all?
See, we are only talking about CII members. Now, as I told, direct members are around 9,000 and 10,000 and all that. All the top multinational companies who are working in India, they are members of CII. So when we are saying that we'll be reaching out to all our member companies with the iPATE scored students references, it will go to the multinational companies also. So they stand a chance. So they stand a chance of multinational companies also. It's finally it is the choice of the students. If they find there's a good opportunity, because These are all opportunities. Nobody will guarantee today that, okay, you do this, you will get a big job. Can anybody give that? Nobody. What we are trying, what we are trying seriously or sincerely, since as the industry body, industries are feeling the heat of not a good quality of engineers recruited. They are feeling the heat of the recruitment process itself is so cumbersome and costly. So they feel that it's a good idea if I can give them this service, they will embrace it, they will adapt it.
Right, sir. Sir, I want to ask you another question. Like iPATE score once comes for the students, is it that score will be sent by you to the companies and they will call students, or students can also use their own score and approach the companies?
Either way. So see, our job is very clear. As soon as iPATE score is out, we will send the sector wise, discipline wise, the students' profile to different companies. That we will be doing anyway. But students, if they want to also personally approach any industry and all that, they can also do. It is no problem about that.
So that will also be welcomed by the industries, since it is conducted by CII. So that score can be respected by the companies.
I'm sure. CII is a credible organization, so I don't think they will have any doubt about that. I don't know why students have doubt whether it is fake or genuine.
Yeah.
Because if anybody goes to CII's official website, which is www.cii.in,
right,
they can actually see that, and from there itself they can go to the iPATE website.
I tell you, sir, honestly, because this is the first time, and because this is something which everybody expected it should be like that. So maybe that is a reason of apprehension, because it is the first time.
Possibly,
rightly said, this kind of time things will come up. And for some people who are already working in the industry, can they also have opportunity for lateral entry? I mean, they are already working.
Of course. See, finally, I'll tell you, whatever industry's position, they will recruit. They will not always recruit the fresh graduates, right? So they recruit always lateral entry, this, that. I have also changed. You must have also changed many times in the life. Everybody changes their jobs many times in life. So iPATE also will be used for lateral entry also. In fact, we have to also evolve that our exam processes and standards. For example, if somebody is 5 years experience or 10 years experience, their questions and their modules and all that will be really different than the fresh graduates. So we have to also evolve, but definitely that will be also one of the aspects.
Okay. Mr. Das, like this exam not only is going to solve the problem of the industries, but I am very sure it is going to provide the genuine employment to many technocrats. So, sir, have you kept any idea? Have you kept any kind of target? How many job vacancies could be created by industries, since we know the statistics of industries now?
See, I'll tell you, if you look at the future of jobs, I think the nature of future of jobs are also changing. Today is the day of digital transformation in every aspects of industry, whether it is a conventional industry or digital industry and things like that. So this will also provide that touch. For example, today there is a requirement of the specialist in artificial intelligence, or somebody at least understood or studied artificial intelligence in, let's say, healthcare, or artificial intelligence in agriculture. Right? This is how all the education pedagogy, education system are going to change for the future. Now, this particular exam will bring in those elements. For example, it will be very difficult for an institution and college to change the pedagogy overnight, right? Today they are teaching something which is very conventional. Then tomorrow they cannot start teaching artificial intelligence and things like that. That, of course, they have to do it. They have to do it in passage of time. But this particular exam will bring in those skill sets. So the whole year, those kind of inputs of what is happening in healthcare sector, what is the new technology coming in, this is what the platform we are going to bring into the students through the colleges. Right? So what you are saying is that employment generation, at how many and all that, the whole nature of job is going to change. Today, I'll tell you, as you said that your lateral entry, slowly that will be more, because people would be obsolete in their own job. they will be asked to reskill.
Yes, sir.
So those particular community will be much more.
Yes.
So it is very difficult to say what is the employment number at this moment, because it will, for example, today Industry 4.0 is coming, right?
Yes.
Smart manufacturing is happening.
Yes.
The kind of labor, kind of people and labor on the factory and any other places are going to shrink. The numbers are going to reduce. That's also another problem in Industry 4.0 or modernization of this whole factory.
Yes.
Now, what is going to happen? Now the people will be more required for doing analytics. People will be required for doing robotics, algorithms, AI algorithms. So the functions of the engineers and other workforce will change. So the number of people possible today required for example production management, there are 50 people required for a plant. Tomorrow it may be 5 people required for that. But then what happens to these 45 people? They have to be reskilled to be engaged in some other things. So I think whole employment scenario is going to change. Very difficult to tell the number. As long as industry is growing, as long as industry will do good, definitely there will be a need for right kind of people. And that's the only hope.
Okay. So Mr. Das, you have answered more or less all my queries. Last, I want to ask you a question. Sir, in the wake of this COVID-19 entire shutdown of the country, we have already seen that from 31st March, the last date is extended to 15th April to fill the form. So do we expect that exam which is to be conducted in first and second week of July, is there any chance or postponement of the exam or last date of filing the registration form? Any possibility of that?
See, finally, nobody, neither you nor me or anybody can say what is going to happen after 14th of April also.
Right.
Because I came to know, here I stay in Delhi and then work with the government very closely.
Right, sir.
I have a sense that this may be extended further.
Okay.
This lockdown may also extend further.
Okay.
So you don't know. At this moment, we are incrementally going.
Right.
So since it is now 14th of April is the last day for this lockdown,
okay.
we said, okay, chalo, 15 days we have extended. Now, based on the situation and all that, finally, so you have to also, finally these exams are going to happen in the classroom environment, invigilated, right? Now we have to also arrange for all the exam centers across the country.
Right.
That also, so we need certain time to do that when the date is fixed. So we need some time to do that. So as soon as we know that we can now conduct the exam, then we can actually reschedule the exam dates. I'm sure if it is not July, maybe one more month and all that. But it all depends on the situation, how it unfolds, not in our hands.
Yeah, but one thing is sure that this exam will be conducted, and hence students should prepare for that. That is sure.
100%. No doubt about that.
Okay. Mr. Das, I want to give a small suggestion to you because many students, when they try to register on the platform, they come across many difficulties. So if it is possible on your part to basically provide some kind of person or some kind of facility where students are facing some trouble, so they can interact, they can have some kind of interaction, because they are facing many troubles when they are trying to basically register on the platform for this exam.
No, I also have got certain complaints, so thank you very much for raising this. We are trying our best to make things much robust and some helpline and all that, so that we can help the students when they are finding any problem. And thank you very much. We will be definitely taking care of it.
And all the queries which you have handled, sir, I'm very sure it will help the students and they will prepare for this exam. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.